downtown Detroit, Michigan. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Detroit Lions. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Super 66.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's complete to Laporta. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 57 yards. And the Lions march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20s. It out of the end zone, not a good one. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Goff going to shift him around. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Play action. It's gone. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Herbert back to the air. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Herbert now. And to the right side here, it's Allen. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And Eckler is going to pick up a Chargers first down as he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Herbert on first down now. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen 32 yards. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a one-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. There's Goff. This to the Porter, right side. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
17.
From the red zone now, Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. The CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat. And there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his right. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, 26 yards. And the Chargers are back within a score.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion. And that makes this a 1-point game now. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this will wind up the Lions' first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010.
There he goes, right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 54 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picks up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a first down throw. Gone.
Oh.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Herbert.
Oh.
And that one complete downfield to Allen. Down the left sideline. Keenan Allen. And
Fucking go.
for a Charger touchdown.
Fucking go, yo.
In the final seconds of the first half.
Yes,
and the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here.
Oh.
And intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The final shot before break here. Goff. That one let go deep for Laporta. Oh, that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? What a gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Flush to his right. 20! And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's give him the credit he deserves because he can really do no wrong. It's got to be demoralizing for a defense to have someone who can cut up your secondary all game long with his arm.
Oh.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 3rd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Pass complete. Race for the marker. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Now Goff. Pass the tray. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And here comes Reynolds as they try the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The toss play to Montgomery. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now, meanwhile, final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
Oh, my God. Oh.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
The second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw is gone. His pitch caught at the 4. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're still going to have to go for it after that play, and I'm not sure that the running game is going to be a part of what they have to do on 4th down now.
From this far out, you wouldn't think so. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught, and he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Flushed out right. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Herbert off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And it's hauled in by Nick Van. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
Oh.
That is incomplete. He couldn't hold
My
on to
God.
the
That was a
contact.
pitch
Brings up 2nd
century.
down.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to throw here, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh.
Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it looked like it marched to the end zone. It's had a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. The
up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And here's a big one now, trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Herbert.
Oh, why did you keep
He's got it in
running?
the slam. And unable
Yeah.
to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. Got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
Flush to his right.
Oh my God.
Violent throw there, and it's going to wind
Oh,
up
my
incomplete.
God.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now it's gone. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Herbert. Flushed out right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Yo, good
He
fucking
was
game,
shuffling right
yo.
out of the pocket.
Oh my
You could just
God.
tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did.
I can tell you set up a little bit, yo. It was like, yeah, ain't got them for nothing, yo. Shit, I played.
But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure,
That nigga look like
maybe
Mike
you have to have a
Vick, yo.
spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh,
Incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out